Hello everyone, and welcome to Hidden Korea. Tonight, we uncover a story that's been stirring endless speculation in the world of K-drama. Lee Chae-min breaks his silence, why he walked away from Ryuda to date Yoona, and it's not what you think. What really happened behind the sudden breakup that shocked fans across Asia? Was it love, betrayal, or something deeper that no one saw coming? From secret meetings to emotional confessions. Tonight we reveal the truth behind the headlines. A truth that will change everything you thought you knew. Stay tuned, the story begins right now. Only on Hidden Korea. It began with a silence that no one understood. One day, the photos of Lee Chae-min and Ryuda disappeared from his social media. No explanations, no cryptic posts. Not even a rumor at first, just silence. But in the world of Korean entertainment, silence is louder than words. Within hours, fans noticed. Within days, the entire nation was whispering. And within a week, everything changed. Lee Chae-min had once been known as the industry's golden boy, warm smile, gentle manner. A rising actor whose charm seemed untouchable. His relationship with Ryuda had been one of those rare public romances that people actually believed in. They were perfect on camera and even more perfect off it, or so it seemed. They laughed together on variety shows, exchanged shy glances at awards, and spoke of each other with that soft tone that only real affection carries. But beneath the smiles, something fragile had already begun to crack. It started small. Missed calls, late-night schedules, long-distance filming that blurred the lines between performance and reality. Ryuda had been preparing for a new drama, while Lee Chae-min was filming overseas. Promised to visit each other, but time turned promises into excuses. Weeks passed, then months. And in that growing silence, a new name began to appear in the headlines, Yoona. At first, it was innocent, a collaboration, a short film, a commercial shoot that paired them together. But when behind-the-scenes clips showed them laughing a little too easily, fans noticed a spark. Yoona's gentle warmth met Chae-min's quiet steadiness like two puzzle pieces that had waited too long to fit. Ryuda must have seen it too, because soon after, she posted a single message to her fans. Sometimes, even love can't survive the noise. The internet erupted. Was it heartbreak? Betrayal? Theories flooded social media, dissecting every photo, every interview. Shadow of their last public appearance together. Entertainment reporters camped outside Lee Chae-min's home, waiting for a statement that never came. Until one morning, he disappeared from the public eye completely. Later, a single headline detonated across Asia. Lee Chae-min and Yoona spotted together in Jeju Island. The photos were undeniable, the two walking along a quiet beach at sunset, no disguises. Distance between them. Her scarf fluttered in the wind, his hand brushed against hers. Perfectly in the golden light. It was the kind of moment tabloids dream of. But it wasn't just the sight of them together, it was what came after that turned the story into a storm. Within hours, Ryuda's agency released a statement filled with hurt and thinly veiled accusation. We wish both parties happiness. The timing has caused deep pain. The public devoured it. Chae-min's name trended for 48 straight hours. Comments split into two armies, those defending love's unpredictability and those condemning him for betrayal. But the truth, as always, was far more complicated than anyone dared to imagine. Weeks, Lee Chae-min stayed silent. Yoona, too, avoided questions. Her professionalism turning to armor. Insiders whispered about the truth behind closed doors, a secret that could rewrite everything people thought they knew. According to one source close to the actor, Chae-min hadn't left Dain because of passion or fame. He had left her to protect her. As it turned out, Ryuda's drama project had been tied to a powerful sponsor whose investments depended on maintaining her clean image. When rumors of her relationship with Chae-min began to resurface, pressure mounted from the top. Executives warned that her future of her career was at risk. Behind the scenes, meetings were held, ultimatums given. The choice was cruel but clear: end it quietly. Her career burn. So he ended it. Without warning. Without words. He cut her off. Deleting everything. Pretending the affection had vanished. He knew the reason. He took the blame, willingly. And that's when Yoona came in. At first, she was nothing more than a friend, someone who had seen through the facade of fame, who recognized the pain hidden behind his public composure. During their shoot together, she noticed the exhaustion in his eyes. He avoided looking at his phone. The long silences that followed even the smallest jokes. And slowly, gentle words and shared understanding, the friendship turned into something else. Something neither of them had planned for. But when love is born from ruin, it doesn't bloom quietly. It roars. And the media was waiting to feed on every sound. By the time the story reached its boiling point, even Yoona's reputation was under fire. Fans accused her of betrayal. Others claimed she was a scapegoat for a deeper scandal. The hate comments came in waves. And unending. Chae remained silent still, but only for a while. Because one night, without warning, he decided to speak. It was past midnight when Lee Chae finally appeared live on his personal channel. No stylists, no lighting. Just him sitting in a dim room, face pale and tired. Tens of thousands of viewers joined within seconds. The air was electric, heavy with anticipation. He looked directly into the camera, his voice steady but trembling at the edges. "I didn't leave because I stopped caring," he began. "I left because sometimes love means stepping away before you destroy what you're trying to protect." The chat exploded. Hearts, tears, disbelief. He continued, explaining everything, the pressure, the threats, contracts, the calls he could never talk about. "They told me my silence would protect her," he said. "But silence only built walls between us." Paused for a long time, as if swallowing back years of pain. Then, quietly, he spoke her name. "Dain. If you're watching this, I'm sorry. Deserve the truth. Not the lies I'll let them tell." Raw, unfiltered, and devastating. Fans wept openly as he confessed that his relationship with Yoona hadn't begun in scandal, it had begun in loneliness. "She was there when I was falling apart," he said. "She didn't replace anyone. She saved me." The video spread like wildfire. By morning, every news outlet had replayed his words. Some called it redemption, others called it manipulation. Dain's team declined to comment. A single message appeared on her private social media: "I understand now." The internet melted. The love triangle that had divided fans turned into a story of tragedy, forgiveness, and redemption. Beneath the public noise, something deeper unfolded. Yoona, despite the newfound sympathy, had been deeply shaken. "I never wanted to be the reason someone else hurt," he said quietly to a friend. Yet she stood by him through the storm. Later, "Why?" she replied. "Because everyone saw him as a villain. But I saw the man still learning how to forgive himself." Later, the three of them crossed paths at an awards show. Cameras flashed, hearts raced, and the tension was palpable. But instead of awkward avoidance, Dain approached him first. She smiled, not bitterly, but gently, and whispered something that no microphone caught. He bowed deeply, eyes shining with tears. Both watched in silence. That single gesture ended a war of rumors that had lasted months. The next morning, headlines read, "Lee Chae and Dain reconcile, Yoona by his side." But reconciliation didn't mean rekindling romance. It meant peace. Months passed, and all three moved forward. Yoona and Chae's relationship grew quietly, without fanfare. They didn't post pictures, didn't give interviews, but occasionally, fans caught glimpses, the way they looked at each other during industry events. The comfort that replaced tension. As for Dain, she went on to win Best Actress for the very drama she almost lost, and during her speech, she said, "To those who loved me enough to walk away, I forgive you." When asked later if he regretted anything, Lee Chae simply said, "No. Because every goodbye led me closer to truth." And so, what began as a scandal ended as something far more human, a story not of betrayal, but of survival. It was proof that love, its forms, is rarely simple. It's painful, messy, and sometimes misunderstood. But when it's real, it endures, even in silence, even in the shadows of fame. In a world that feeds on gossip and spectacle, Lee Chae's confession reminded everyone that behind every headline lies a heartbeat, fragile, flawed, but genuine. His story wasn't about scandal, it was about sacrifice. He lost one love to save it, and found another to heal it. Thank you for joining us on this emotional journey. This has been Hidden Korea. Truth hides behind the spotlight, and every secret tells a story worth remembering. Until next time, Stay curious, compassionate, and never forget, sometimes silence speaks louder than words.